you know that you can collect food scraps for composting? It's true. I'm here to show you just how easy it is. The first rule that you need to remember is keep it separate. You already separate paper and plastics. Now we're just asking you to take the next step and separate the food from the container it came in. In the kitchen, there are only two things in it, the food itself and the packaging it came in. And all you need to do is keep them separate. Use color-coded bins so that you can identify what goes in each bin. Make sure each bin is clearly labeled. One for paper. This includes boxes and other packing materials. One for containers. This includes steel and aluminum cans, aluminum foil, glass bottles and jars, plastic containers, and lids. One is for food scraps, fruits, vegetables, pasta, bread, rice, meat, dairy, and coffee grounds. Food-soiled paper products, such as coffee filters, tea bags, paper plates, and wax cardboard, get tossed in too. Food scrap bins go where the food is prepared. Nearly everything that comes out of the food prep area is compostable, the rest usually recyclable. Place a bin by the dishwashing station. Instead of scraping the plates into the trash, scrape them off into the food waste bin. You'll be amazed how much less garbage you produce once you start sorting. Once the food scraps are picked up by Davis Waste Removal, they are sent directly to a compost facility to be ground up, placed into rows, and turned into compost. Non-compostable materials contaminate the finished compost. We have to make sure that the only thing in there is food scraps. The golden rule here is, if in doubt, leave it out. The one thing that doesn't go in there is plastic. Plastic bag, containers, and wrappers just say no. If you want to line your food scrap collection bins with plastic bags, empty the food scraps out of the plastic bag and into the food scrap cart. Don't toss the whole thing in. You may even be able to reuse the plastic bag as a liner again. Just to emphasize, no plastic in the carts, please. Be sure to train your staff into what can be placed in each bin. Incorporate recycling instruction into new employee training. A simple poster with colored pictures can serve as a quick reminder. There are so many tangible benefits for collecting food scraps. I wish I had more time to talk about them. Composting food scraps reduces waste. 15% of commercial waste is scraps. That's thousands of tons of garbage each week that can be recycled instead of sent to a landfill. Composting turns waste into a usable product. Compost allows farms to grow food with fewer pesticides and fertilizers, which can have a negative effect on our environment and our health. Then, there's a reduction of methane gas. In a landfill, food scraps produce a large amount of methane, a greenhouse gas many times more potent than carbon dioxide. A reduction of greenhouse gas emissions contribute to a healthier planet. You'll get recognition from a pretty important group, your customers. For many, make a clear choice to patronize businesses who put an effort into being green by participating in programs like composting food scraps. And last but not least, you can save money, and that's what we're here for. By removing food scraps from your garbage, you may be able to downsize your garbage service and reduce this cost. Recycling service is free in Davis. Recycle as much as you can, reducing the amount of food waste you produce, and you can save money on your garbage bill. By composting food scraps, Davis takes another bold step forward as an environmental leader. You already recycle your paper and containers, now it's time for food scraps. It's time to show that sustainable and successful go hand in hand, from farm to kitchen to farm, by participating in the Davis Commercial Food Scrap Program.
To download posters, go to davisrecycling.com. composting.org.